I'm going to talk about the modern scientific tools for enhanced employability by platform. So let us students first understand, what are the opportunities to the pharmacy graduates, for the pharmacy graduates. So we are the third largest producer of drugs of the world. You must have heard all this during the 3 days discussions that we had, but just to have a quick, a summary of it, we have more than 10,500 pharma manufacturing units in India. Uh, we are the largest producer of vaccine. This was also mentioned when we had inaugural session. All the ministers were also talking about it. And largest exporter of generics and vaccines globally. So there's a lot of exports which happens. India is the leader for the export. Then a significant contributors to skilled talent pool across the globe. So you'll find, you name the country, the Indian pharmacy graduates or professionals, they are working and they are serving in those countries. So we are a big talent pool there, and that is why India is called as pharmacy of the world. Now talking about these opportunities, though we say we have lots of opportunities, for the young students like you who are graduating now or they are at the beginning of their profession, let us see what are the challenges, because when you have opportunities, you have challenges also. So for fresh pharmacy graduates, what is the scenario? Let us look at the scenario. You can see, this number might have increased also by now. There are more than 4,500 diploma colleges. There are more than 2,000 degree colleges, and there are 2,500 PG, postgraduate diploma, postgraduate degree colleges, 320 and more number of PharmD colleges. So when we have so many colleges, and as you know, now the strength of every college is also, earlier it used to be 60, now it has gone to 100 or 120. You can imagine the number of graduates or postgraduates coming out from, each college, or every year rather. If you see the number, these are the number of colleges, but if you see the number, you have number of pass outs, 2,70,000 plus D Pharm, you have 2,36,250 plus B Pharm, more than 50,000 M Pharm, 30,000 Pharm D. This is the figure every year which is coming out. And I just found this in the record that April 2022 there were 16,86,342 pharmacists who got registered. So now you can see, what is the kind of competition that you are facing. It's not easy. Even if you have good opportunities, it's not easy to make your way in that. And let's see then how we further proceed. So what is the industry pain point? We say that we have so many colleges there, so many students are graduating, but still industry, you must have heard in the deliberations that we had past 3 days, that still there is everybody talking about industry academia gap. And what is the industry pain point? Let us understand that. So industry says, first of all, it is lack of practical knowledge. Curriculum, you all learn lot of theory, correct? But there is, though you have practicals, see, doing practicals in the lab and having practical knowledge is different. So we always have some kind of practicals demonstration that we do it in the college, but it doesn't give you the complete practical hands-on. Then critical shortage of skilled talent. So today we are going to see what is the skilled talent meant by. You learn all the theory, you have, you have some demonstrations, some practicals in the laboratory in your institute. In spite of that, industry is saying that you have no practical or it's a lack of practical knowledge and the required critical skill sets. And then lack of creative thinking. So because we have a structured curriculum and you just, that's how we have a study pattern, right? we usually what students do, or even faculty or we teachers expect students to do, is that they remember the answers and they write down in the exams, and you write correctly, you get marks or good score. But where is the creative thinking? There is absolutely no creative thinking. That is, we are training students for that. And then job role misfit. This is a very, very important aspect, job role misfit. We will have more detailed discussion about it, but to tell you in short, every job role, like, just to give an example, say a job role in production or job role in sales. So every job role has got requirement of different skill set, or job role in R&D. So what industry says that there is completely misfit of the job role and the persons or the, the candidate's capability to have that kind of skill set. Okay, so we'll have a detailed deliberation on this, but these are the industry pain points. Now, what is students' dilemma? So, from students' perspective, I know you had one lecture about students' voice. I don't know whether they covered it, but yes, this is the dilemma that students have. It is higher studies. If I have to go for higher studies, what exactly I should do? I should do M.Pharm, PharmD, or I should go for MBA, I should go abroad. So you have, again, because everybody having different entrance exam, there is a separate exam for NIPER, there is a separate exam for, MBA and the individual colleges. You just get lost, what is that I need to do, which entrance exam I should give. You are also confused with career verticals. There are so many career verticals. It was our time, we had only 4 career verticals like QC, R&D, production, marketing. So we were, for us it was, that time it was a bit easy to decide. Today if you see, there are more than 20 career verticals. So which is the right thing for me? Somebody says clinical research is good. The other one is saying that no, you go in drug regulatory affairs. So what is that I need to do? So that is a big dilemma. And then placements. So doing all this, again, placement is not easy because you have a lot of competition. Again, it's a big, India is a big country. We have, the various companies or their offices, production plants situated in either certain area, they are all concentrated or they are scattered. So it's not easy to, again, have placements. And to, again, when you say placements, you have to make your way among number of students trying for the same post. So if there is one vacancy, there might be 50 of you or 100 or even 200 applications and students, freshers, I would say, freshers coming or trying for the same post. So there is a cutthroat competition. When we say now, just going back to this about career verticals, if you talk about this, I'm just going to show you career verticals here so that we can discuss further, right? So you have production, QA, R&D, you have, critical, you have clinical research, you have regulatory, you have sales and marketing, retail pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, entrepreneurship, starting something of your own, you have medical insurance, and many more. I mean, I could not really accommodate in my slide. And I was thinking that the hall will be big. I just avoided making small letters. So you have so many roles, many more than what is shown in the slide. And then you have to make a decision, what is that I should be doing when I complete my post graduation or post graduation. And let me tell you, many times students do their post graduation. You ask them, even PhD students, you ask them, what are you going to do after PhD? They will just say, I don't know. So that's not the right thing, You should know what you want to do, where you want to go, and accordingly you should select your higher studies. Because if you want to go into marketing, then MBA is the right choice for you. If you want to get into research, then probably, M.Pharm or Masters and PhD is the right path for you. So this is something that you actually need to understand and need to make your decision while you are in third year or fourth year. It's third year is the actually right time when you should start thinking about. Now, when we say placement, placement is what? It is basically you should be employable. When you talk about placement, the student should be, or the rather fresher, right? Word fresher should be employable or employability. Now, how do I enhance employability? If I enhance my employability as a candidate, of course I will be selected among the all other candidates. So what do you mean by enhancement of employability? So you are getting selected, or you can see you are getting selected among the number of candidates who are appearing for the interview or who are trying for the post. So enhancement of employability, if you want to really get, to enhance your employability, what you need to have is you should be industry ready. So when we say to get industry ready, means what? You say that I have learned so much, I have learned for 4 years, 8 semesters, all sorts of subjects I have learned, I have done my practicals, correct? Then am I not industry ready? So what is meant by industry ready? Let's see. It's possessing the right skill set and knowledge to become employed and stay productive in the industry. So industry wants you to give your output, and only that is what is industry ready. So you should have a right skill set and knowledge to get employed first, and then once you are employed, industry wants that you perform in an excellent way, that you add value to the industry, you give good output. So now what is being industry ready? So we understood that you should be, you should be somebody who could be employable, and you should have a right skill set. So what is that right skill set? So let's see. So first thing is basic concepts plus application based orientation. So don't think that what you have learned in theory or what you have learned in the college is useless. Please don't think that. Whatever you learn in theory, whatever is your curriculum, it is very, very important as your fundamental knowledge. And you should never forget it. It should be always in your mind. Whatever basic theory you are learning, that is always required, whether you are in marketing, whether you are in production, whether you are in R&D. So always remember that that is something that is your base. So your base should be, very solid. And just don't look at whatever you are studying in your curriculum, don't look at it as, for the sake of scoring marks. Okay, if you study, you write it nicely, you will get marks, definitely. But don't think that, you just have to study because you want to score marks. Remember that this is something that you are going to use throughout your life if you continue in this profession. So from that point, you try to understand the concepts. So, when you say knowledge, it's basically the concepts and application-based orientation. So industry wants that whatever knowledge you gain out of that theory, you should also be able to apply, correct? You don't just have the knowledge, you have to apply it while you are working. So that is what is the one of the aspects. The other aspects is skills. Now everybody is talking about skills. What are the skills? Okay, so let's see that. So it is, when you say skills, it is a combination of lot of, abilities. So communication, interpersonal relationship, critical thinking, decision making, time management. So skill sets, the list is big, but these are the major things that, these abilities or these skills you should have. Now the third one is attitude. Remember, attitude is very, very important. If you have lots of knowledge, if you have very good skill sets, but if you do not have right attitude, it may happen that recruiter will not select you. I have done it many times that I have seen, PhDs coming for very big institutes. The moment in the interview I felt that the person has attitude, I have not selected him for my company. So, attitude is something very important. Now, what is attitude? It is learning new things. Remember, in industry, when you're working, you are a permanent learner, because, the guidelines are changing, the technology is changing, and you should be open to learn new things. If you are not a good learner, you are not fit for industry. So learning new things, being responsible, whatever you are doing, you have to take responsibility. You know, in your college you might be doing, you know, sometimes teacher is asking you, say, I have not done it, my partner has done it. That's not the way. No, you have to take responsibility, and the responsibility when it comes to industry, it is at much higher level, adaptability. So your environment is dynamic. Remember, when you're working in industry, there are a lot of changes keep coming, and you must be adaptable to all these changes. Then taking initiative and teamwork. So any company wants that you take initiative towards work, okay, new things, some new projects, or some kind of new, start. So you should be able to take initiative and teamwork. Teamwork is very, very important, because you're, when you join, of course, you will be a junior team member. But if you do not work in a team, you know, in industry, there are all cross-functional activities happening. No department works in isolation, or no individual works in isolation. You have to communicate to your bosses, you have to communicate with your colleagues and work along with them. So your teamwork, that is one of the, it's a mindset. So that is very important. And then personal well-being. So when you say personal well-being, it is gaining competency, achieving excellence, personal growth and job satisfaction. So when you are coming out, you know, as a graduate or postgraduate, you always think that I want a job. But that is in your mind, okay, I want a job. When you enter a job, you want to grow also, you want promotion also. And when you get promotion, but you are not really feeling that you are contributing to the organization, you are not happy with that. So you want a job satisfaction also. So when we say personal well-being, it includes gaining competency, and further it is excellence. After excellence comes your personal growth, but finally comes your job satisfaction. If you are not enjoying your job, you will not be happy even if you get a lot of salary, even if you get a lot of money or and position. So this is what is in the last part, will I say, personal well-being. And for that, it is very important for you to understand what is your liking, what is that you really like to do as a professional. So this is what is about industry readiness. So I just want to tell you here the importance of, there is a correlation between job roles and skill sets. Everybody is not meant for every type of job role, first of all. Okay, so let us, this is something which I have created for you so that you understand this correlation. So on, we just take at the x-axis, we take communication skills, interpersonal relationship and critical thinking. So these are three skill sets we just take here, and then we have, you know, this is the line which shows the average level, and then we have, you know, four job roles. We have QA, QC, we have QA regulatory, we have R&D, sales and production. So let's see, when you talk about skill sets, for every role, how the skill sets level would vary. So we talk about communication skills. Sorry, I'm blocking this. So when it comes to communication skills, you will find that for R&D, I think this pointer is not working. For R&D, you will find, which is pink, you don't require very high communication skills. Of course, you have to have average communication skills, but not really very high. You will find that for sales, communication skills bar is at the maximum. So as a salesperson, you should have excellent communication skills, because you have to talk to the customers, you have to sell your product. When it comes to production, again, communication skills bar is not that high, but then it's R&D. Then you have this QA regulatory. Again, it is more than higher than R&D, because you have to talk to the health authorities and all those things. So similarly, you will find interpersonal relationship, it is highest in case of production, because you have to handle lot of manpower. And every person, every individual has his different style of work, doing work, and you have to actually, deal with them. So similarly, if you see critical thinking, I'm going a little fast because I think I have to cover up quickly. So if you talk about critical thinking, you will find for research, critical thinking is highest. So then it is very important that you know where do you lie. If this is the thing, what is that, how do I know my personality? It's very important that you know your personality so that you can choose the right thing. So how do I find the best role and how do I carve my career path? This is something, which comes up, and this is by doing talent assessment test. I'm going to quickly tell you about it. So employees seek in candidates those traits which match the job requirements, and attitude, personality, interest, beliefs, and aptitude. These are the things which need to be measured. And if you see globally also 75 to 80% of the Fortune 500 companies, they do talent assessment. Now what is this talent assessment and how this career mapping and progression can be done? So if you, first thing you set your professional goals. How do you do that? You understand the individual strength. You as a person, you understand individual strength. You explore various career choices. So you should know what all career choices are there. Identify the job roles with the best fit. Then you acquire the necessary skills and improve the interview skills. When you do all this, you become a complete package. A complete package who is employable. And if you see 1, 2, 3, the first 3 points can be taken care by psychometric assessment, that is career explorer tool, and then skill building modules and interview practice tool, which is AI based practice tool and directed towards holistic education. We have this psychometric assessment, career explorer module by platform. So I'm just quickly going to talk about what is this career explorer module. So this scientific approach to career journey for pharmacy students, that is done by platform. We have 3-step holistic process where we have talent assessment, career mapping and counseling. Now when we say talent assessment, what we do is there is a psychometric test. You don't have to really prepare for any question or any answer, or it's not related to pharma, particularly pharma oriented questions. These are the questions which will determine your personality. Then you get an identity, you get a report, detailed report which actually maps your personality against various pharma roles. And once your personality is mapped, it also tells you which particular role has the low fitment, and if the fitment is low, then what is that you need to do, why it is low, and what is that you need to do to improve your fitment. So say my fitment is low in sales, suppose the report gives, then it will also give the reasons why it is low and what is I need to do to improve my fitment if I still want to pursue sales as my career. So you get this kind of a report. Okay, so this kind of a report you get. You will see there is a summary which tells about production, manufacturing weak, quality assurance strong, research development weak. So you get kind of a complete report where your personality will be mapped against every job role. And then there will be, third phase will be interview. Yeah. So I'll just take another 5 minutes. So improve interview skills for better employability. So after doing this, if you do not have interview skills, you cannot really perform well, or you are not getting selected. So for interview, we have AI-based interview simulator. So there is AI avatar who is going to ask you questions. Interview is conducted by AI avatar, self-learning tool. So you can practice and you can, it's a self-learning tool, unlimited practice. And other features will be, it is a customized interview for every job role. You have, you can evaluate your responses to every question. Then you access your speed, your pace at which you answer will be evaluated. It will assess for the content as well as the answer delivery and evaluates your communication skills and body language. So that there will be 3 rounds. One is MCQ, second is general and HR questions, and the third is the technical round, which is role specific. So if you choose sales and marketing, the technical questions will be around sales and marketing role. So this is how you can practice using AI interview model. And this is a simple way. I mean, if you're interested, you can talk to me. I think we are short of time. So basically, you can register to this. You can just scan this, and so this is about platform. My introduction has already been given, so I'm not going to repeat it. And this is important slide for you. You can just click a picture if you want to get back to us, or if you want to get in touch. So it's for your holistic development with the modern tools. Thank you very much.